Troubling news for Real Madrid fans. Gareth Bale set to miss El Clasico. He has suffered a traumatic dislocation of the peroneal tendons in his right ankle. Even though they did not state how long he'd be out for, it's rumoured that it could be anywhere up to a month. Therefore, that would immediately rule him out of the game December 3rd against Barcelona. So that is a minor negative to start with, Jason. You know me, I like to start negative and then work our way up to the positive. But Gareth Bale has been a crucial player in Real Madrid's continued success. I mean, they are on a 30-game unbeaten streak. He has made 20 appearances for club and country since August, scoring 11 goals. He's in a fine run of form, contributing and clicking with Cristiano Ronaldo. And this may be a problem for them running up to potentially one of their biggest games of the year.
First of all, Maxwell, I don't know if we can really stress this enough. They're on a 30-game unbeaten streak across La Liga, Champions League, against not easy opponents. Well, they're going to run into Barcelona. And here's what I love about the Real Madrid Barcelona media and UK media, US media, all of it, right? The mainstream, we can call it. If Real Madrid were to lose against Barcelona, they're going to throw away the 30-game unbeaten streak as if it meant nothing.
Absolutely.
And that's insane to me. So now without Bale, which is a big blow, it does give you a bigger narrative to say, maybe Ronaldo will just do it himself. And if that's like the surface level narrative, I think I'm going to be okay with that. But even more importantly, I think there's a graphic. I know I have it somewhere. I don't want to pull up because I was curious from your perspective. The defense, as you call it, considered second in La Liga through this unbeaten streak. Only 10 goals conceded, including 4 clean sheets, and just their first on away form in terms of defense. So El Clasico is coming up. They have not faced a Barcelona just yet because, well, let's see. There's only one Barcelona in the world. There's only 5 top 5 teams in the world, and these two have always happened to fall into it. I don't want to get too much into the preview of El Clasico. I want to focus more on the idea that Real Madrid is playing an ungodly level of football.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. They're coming up against, they're going to play Barcelona, and you're spot on. There is no team that prepares you for Barcelona. You could play the historical Brazilians in their prime, Pelé, bring back Zico, bring back, even through the generations, bring in the original Ronaldo, put them all together, play a starting 11 with them in their prime, and it still won't prepare you for Barcelona because Barcelona is a team that are in their own league when on their day. Real Madrid at the moment have been on their day more so than Barcelona. That's why they're on a 30-game unbeaten streak. Zinedine Zidane has only lost 1 game since he took over. That was against Atletico Madrid.
That can't be true.
Yeah, he is. It is. It's true. He is on. He is literally. Yes, 1 game. He is. He has taken this team to a remarkable level of consistency, that winning mentality that is just second to none. You cannot put a price on when your team are mentally focused on this. This is why you can change managers at Manchester United. You can change things around, bring in all the star players. But if your team hasn't embraced this winning mentality and don't believe in themselves, it's going to be a struggle. Hence why if you put Manchester United into Real Madrid's game yesterday, where Sporting Lisbon were down to 10 men, got back into it, made it 1-1, that probably finishes 1-1 if it's most other teams in the world. But Real Madrid knew fine well that they had a great chance of scoring. All they needed was 1 chance, and Karim Benzema put it into the back of net, and they go on and win another game that might not look as pretty on paper, but the 3 points are absolutely as pretty as winning 5-6-0. So you mentioned their away form. It's something they've struggled with in the past. It's something that has been their Achilles heel at times in La Liga. But at the moment, they've conceded 4 goals, had 3 clean sheets away from home. That's remarkable. That is, they've conceded 4 goals away from home. This is a Real Madrid team in the past who we know have slipped up several times against weaker opponents. This is a great indicator as to how they're going to play against Barcelona, a team that notoriously bangs in goals at home, who have got the most threatening attacking trio in the world. So it's going to give them a boost of confidence. And this is a Real Madrid, Jay, that we've seen them use the versatility of their back four. They've went with Varane and Ramos in the back. They've went with Marcelo, switched him in there with Contrao. They've played Danilo at times. They've got Carvajal and Pepe when he's ready and fit. So, yeah, even though they're not always at full strength, they have a level of confidence at the back that makes them even more dangerous than we've ever imagined Real Madrid to be. Hence why they're sitting atop La Liga. Hence why they might not be top of their group in the Champions League, but they're going through. It's hard sometimes to compete with the Borussia Dortmund team that are winning games 8-4. It's a little insane. But It just makes this El Clasico even more mouth-watering, if that's possible.
Zizou's lost one game. You can't even make that happen in FIFA on easy career mode. You can't. It's not possible. The game will make it so you lose more than one. I find this amazing. Here's the parallel I'm going to make, or the movie reference. I know you love Jason Statham. I know you like bald-headed managers like that of Zidane and bald-headed action heroes of that like Jason Statham. What I see Zidane doing right now, what I love so much about it is he's got like 17 different sports cars to drive because that's how great all of his players are. Yes. And he just keeps switching the wheel, changing gears, changing different elements of what they're changing different elements of how they play, like you just mentioned with the back four, without messing with it too much. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but we can tweak it slightly and actually make it a little better. And I find it fascinating. He's got a Ferrari in Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the 7 Series Beamer with Marcelo at the back. Like he's got so many different options to work with. And the other parallel I draw is, and of course, is the basketball reference going to come into play here. Mark Jackson built that Warriors team, and then Steve Kerr made them win championships. Rafa Benitez, yes, put together a lot of that Real Madrid team, I'm sure. And probably goes back farther than that. But Zidane is making them win championships and probably will make them win more. If it's not La Liga or Champions League cups, I mean, this guy's trophy cabinet, there's no room. There's no more room. You cannot fit any more trophies, so he's going to have to build a new trophy cabinet.
And Jason, this is a team that's been guided by a manager who has lost 2 games since he's taken over from Real Madrid. It is a remarkable record. His current statistics as the head of one of the most recognized teams in the world: played 46, won 35, drawn 9, and lost 2. Scored 130 goals, conceded 40, a plus 90 goal difference, and a 76.09% winning percentage.
I don't know what else to. I mean, there's nothing to criticize.
Yeah.
And the thing I don't even know what to say.
Well, the thing about him is he never gets complacent. He was never complacent as a footballer, and he's not complacent as a manager. You rarely see him coming out after a game and just glorifying everything about his team's performance. He always protects his team, and he protects his players, and he credits them when credit's due. But he's not getting over the top because he understands there's a job to do. He knows that Real Madrid fans are almost on the opposite side of the spectrum to Barcelona fans. Yes, they love the fact that they've won Champions Leagues 2 out of the last 3 years, but it hurts them that they're not the number 1 team in Spain. It hurts them that Barcelona, for the last few years, have been the number 1 team domestically, and they want to change that. So he's not getting ahead of himself. He understands that there's a big task at hand to try and dethrone Barcelona in La Liga, but he's well on his way to doing so. And this La Liga game on December 3rd, with or without Gareth Bale, is still going to be a huge indicator as to where this team are going. Because remember, Jason, we covered it in here. The difference of the El Clasico that we watched under Rafa Benitez's guidance, Real Madrid and Barcelona embarrassed them in several instances, to the Zinedine Zidane ran El Clasico, where it was at the Nou Camp, and Real Madrid, on the back of a Cristiano Ronaldo beautiful finish and a well-round, tight-knit performance. Casemiro was phenomenal, as we remember as well. It's night and day. This Real Madrid team believe in themselves. They believe that they can dethrone the likes of Barcelona. So I'm counting down the days to December 3rd.
Seriously, December 3rd, again, gearing up to just be a fantastic day. Early Christmas present with El Clasico, early Christmas present with Demetrius Johnson fighting at the UFC.
Wow.
I love Saturdays with an El Clasico. Like, you want to make Saturday better? What is it? Weekends are for the boys or weekends are for the girls? Weekends are for the El Clasico.
Of course, especially. Classic. And people often will say, aren't you sad that you don't get to watch it back home? Everyone, like, what is better than drinking at night watching a game? Drinking during the day watching a game.
Send us to hashtag send TYT Sports to El Clasico.
Yes, sir. All right, let us know what you guys think. Are you impressed with Real Madrid's fine run of form? What's your thoughts on Zidane? Will they miss Gareth Bale? All that good stuff in the comments. Jason Rubin 91 on both Instagram and Twitter. Francis_Maxwell on Twitter. Francis Maxwell Host on Instagram. Plenty of stuff to look out for over there. I've been promising you with each follow, Jason will do push-ups, press-ups, bicep curls. We're going to get Jason buff as buff can be. And I'll catch you guys